Next up, we know there's a lot of AT on this side of those tracks, and we also know that we can't get a tank around the right side. So I think we send up the Edelweiss first, just because it can take more hits.
Entering combat.
And we're gonna do some stinky cheese.
Hostile sighted.
As the emote would
Hostile sighted.
signify. We're gonna do some stinky cheese. The stinkiest of cheeses.
Enemy unit neutralized.
And then we're gonna back up so we don't take as much fire from the AT guns.
Field out there.
It is, in fact, the Limburger of game cheese. Let me see. We got Dallas over here. I'm thinking we move up Jam.
For you, sure.
I'm gonna try not to move the Shamrock this turn, just so that I can move more of my infantry.
I see a bad guy.
So let's see. How far can we get the mortar? Oh, hold on now. Hold on now.
Target locked.
We might be onto something here. I don't know how much damage the mortar's gonna do to an AT gun, but we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Or we're not because of bad collision. That is also a thing that could happen. As you can clearly see, the mortar's very useful in some very specific situations, but not quite as easy or as useful as the lances, which are very straightforward. Literally, in some cases. Some War Thunder bullshit. I agree. I absolutely agree. Let's see. Vice, you're gonna need to heal up, but we can send you up. So we'll get you into position here. Let's get you all healed up with some magic blue glow. Definitely not radioactive. Definitely not going to lead to sterilization and death in 5 years. Mark 19 flashbacks and bounce back too. Yeah, that happens. You gotta be careful about that. It will get, they will get you. All right,
My
Alicia.
turn, okay?
This is your moment.
Enemy sighted.
Down, girl. All right, so first and foremost, we gotta take out this sniper. In fact, he is a sniper elite.
Now.
Former sniper elite.
What? My wounds are healing.
Who are these guys?
Shit. Shit. Hold on. Somebody's at the door. I apologize. I gotta... You're gonna have to stare at the map screen for a second. I gotta go answer the door. Hold on. I will be right back. I apologize. Okay, Chad. I apologize. I had to go move my car. That was maintenance from the apartment complex that I live in. Ernst actually, to test out his new mod powers. Let's see, who did you guys think it was? We had Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, neighbors, or pizza at the wrong door. Listen, if somebody had come to my door with pizza, I would have pretended it was mine. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm hungry. I would have straight up stolen that pizza. But no, it was maintenance at the apartment complex. I had to move my car so they could dig up the yard in front of my building again. 'Cause for longtime viewers of the channel, you will remember that this has happened before, and it happens fairly frequently. So the building that I'm in, the foundation is sinking. And because the pipes, like the water pipes and the sewage pipes and stuff, run underneath the foundation, every time the foundation sinks a certain amount, it busts the pipes again, and then they have to fix them. And so, yeah. This is what the... No, this is the first time in 2025 that we've had to do this, but I think it happened like 3 times last year. Anyway, apologies, chat. Had to get up, had to move the car. So, it's all good. Nobody's dead, nobody's in trouble. I was disappointed that none of the options were someone submitting a bachal. I mean... the chances are low, but never zero. Let's see. I mean, I guess we move up Dallas. I'm trying to remember what I was doing strategically, and I honestly cannot remember.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Let's see. Can we... Okay, I think if we get around the corner here, we'll let Dallas the killing machine take out this trooper.
This should do it.
Because the woman cannot be stopped.
Okay.
Man down.
cannot be
Everybody
stopped.
careful.
We actually... You know what? We have enough action
Stay
points.
close out there.
I'm gonna move her up to this car. And we'll watch this direction in case somebody tries to sneak by. Alright, next up... Marina.
The hunt begins.
I want to keep you in cover. Because last time I didn't do that and you got
Keep an eye on
shot
your
and that
equipment.
was not fun. So what I want to do here is we're gonna, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I want this donkey. I mean, look at this. She is so accurate. I could shoot this man's in the eye reliably. These dudes don't stand a
Sweet
chance.
dreams.
Target silenced.
Marina
Head to the
is
next
not
one.
to be fucked with. I am gonna move
Tighten
a
up
little bit
perimeter
over though,
defenses.
so the sniper on the tower can't just snipe her out of cover. And then let's see, we got 3 action points remaining. Think we move
Moving out.
Alicia again so that we can try to take out this this camp so they don't deploy any more reinforcements. Let's see. Okay, the game has
This place is
decided
insane.
that I'm not able to shoot next to the tree.
Don't even think of dodging. Please hit.
Man,
I want all of you returning alive.
giving Alicia this rifle was a really good idea.
Target sighted.
Because she is busted AF. Is this a mission where you get lots of XP fast? I don't remember. Maybe.
Damn it. they're
I
pushing
didn't
us
pick it
back.
for that reason. I picked it because it was a relatively straightforward mission where I don't have to worry too much. Like, it's not a long mission, and in terms of what the game is actually asking you to do, it's pretty straightforward. You know what? I wasn't gonna move the Shamrock, but I guess I will.
Way ahead of you.
Just so we can bust through the gap on the next turn and immediately go ham.
Bring me ammo. I need bullets here.
It's like me and my Tiger, I can over 2,000 meter across the map. Ammo rack you is pretty insane. All skills pretty amazing in this game. I mean, King Panzer, to your point, I was almost like I wanted to. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I was gonna do the EX skirmish where you get the anti-tank rifle, and then I remembered that you can't actually do the EX skirmish until you go into New Game Plus. But I was gonna do it just to show you guys how broken the anti-tank rifle is. It is busted. Looks like a quad Polston. I mean, it definitely is more that. They just call it a Gatling. Like Ernst had mentioned earlier, it's a Japanese developer. They use the word Gatling because I would imagine to them the word Gatling gun and machine gun are pretty much synonymous. They don't understand that the Gatling gun is a very different thing from, you know, something like a quad machine gun. For us as Americans, it's a little bit different because it's a gun-centric culture, whereas Japan is very much not a gun-centric culture.
Minor damage sustained.
Heard you guys like spam. Alright, the time is now. Except for when they are, because guns became their hyperfixation. Yes, so there are absolutely gun otaku in Japan. There are people who obsess over guns to a degree that would make Americans kind of take a step back and be like, whoa, dude. But they are definitely the exception and not the rule. Hideo Kojima, incidentally. Not necessarily a gun otaku, more of like just a military otaku in general. Dude loves military stuff, and I'm like, hey, he's really into that. That's why, up until just recently, so much of his games, like the Metal Gear series, was fixated on, like, weird weapons and stuff from throughout history, and, you know, always using authentic weapons and lesser-known weapons throughout his games. Like, nobody, I'm not gonna say nobody, most people, even people who thought they knew about guns, hadn't really heard of the FAMAS until Metal Gear Solid made it popular. Again, that's not to say that it didn't exist or that nobody knew about it, but it didn't reach the peak of popularity that it did before Metal Gear Solid. The original FAMAS, the F1 that was depicted in Metal Gear Solid, was generally considered to be a not very good gun. But when Metal Gear Solid came out, everybody went crazy for this insane-looking bullpup rifle. Obviously the man has a hard-on for the 1911, as evidenced by it being Big Boss and Snake's favorite weapon. So yeah, and you know, especially when you get into stuff like Snake Eater, where he has the opportunity to show off like the little flying platforms and the revolver stocks and all this other goofy shit that you would not normally think of. And some of the crazy explanations for like why there was Western weaponry on some remote lab base in the middle of the Soviet Union. Like, here's the very specific story of how this one prototype M16 ended up in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in Russia during the Cold War. That kind of thing. Another example is Kota or Sho. Well, it's not Kota, right? I thought the guy who was doing the art for High School of the Dead, wasn't that Sato Shoji? Is it Kota Hirano? I could swear it was Sato Shoji. I might be wrong. Chat, you guys have Google, you can look it up. But I can swear it was Sato Shoji. Oh, Hellsing. Okay, see, that's what I was like. I don't think Hirano did High School of the Dead. I was losing my mind. Kota Hirano is a character. I see. No, I got you now. Makes more sense. Makes more sense. Anyway, total fucking tangent, chat. You guys are distracting me. We're trying to get to the end of the game today. You guys are distracting me with talk of guns and other sexy oiled up things. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. Y'all get to talking about oiled
Man
up
down,
steel,
everybody be careful.
and I just can't help myself. And Jan's here, so don't give him any weird ideas, all right?
Try to keep that front line strong.
All right, let me see. Next thing, we need to get the Shamrock
Way ahead
moved
of ya.
up. And then I gotta bring in Dallas so that she can repair the Shamrock to some extent, even though they're probably gonna spam it anyway and try to kill it.
Chance.
But that's okay, this is a skirmish.
Imperial units closing in. Watch out.
Can I destroy this thing? I can.
Fire!
And that's the sound of 20 headshots in a row, chat.
But not surprised.
Yeah, no, I parked on the mine on purpose. I wanted to get in the right position. I gotta move up just enough that Dallas can get to the mine and defuse it.
You can't let them provoke you.
Okay, she should be able to get to the mine where it is.
I'm getting pushed around here. Help me out.
She should be able to get to it.
Leave it to me.
I hope.
I can fend for myself.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna disarm the mine, and then the Shamrock's gonna get destroyed anyway, watch.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright. I don't like the position that she is currently in because of the sniper, so I'm gonna move over here and put her behind the Edelweiss instead.
Enemy attack. All units
Speaking
brace
of,
for it.
let's go ahead and get that mine out of the way before I run over it and get blown up. Alright.
Focus on making smart choices,
I feel a little better about this positioning. Now, we have a Lancer that we need to take out, and we've got an AT cannon that we need to take out. And we have limited resources with which to do that. Marina can pretty much stay where she is, because we can just snipe from way back here and take these guys out. I'm not super worried about that. Tell you what.
You got it, hon.
Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna see if I can use Jan to get us a line on that Lancer. Because I don't know how far I can go with the mortar. Not quite far enough. Not quite far enough. Dicks. Alright, Jan. You might be getting shot, my
Please
dude.
avoid any hasty decisions.
You might be getting shot.
Die for me, sweetie.
Okay, that gets rid of the sandbags. Now who was... Okay, that was a shock trooper that was taking the shots. Fair enough. Fair enough. Next up, I think we bring in Vice to try to take out that sniper. I'm not super worried
Leave it
about the
all to
shock
me.
troopers. They're easy enough to deal with. But the snipers can be deadly, especially when the game decides to spam them. But my mans is having some difficulty getting into effective range.
Yeehaw!
And Oxford in the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, Oxford. Thanks for joining us. And, oh, well, as if to steal the thunder of Oxford rolling into the chat, Sierra as well, gift bombing the chat with 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Sierra, as well, for joining us on a Sunday. Good to see you. Glad to have you. And Oxford as well. And thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Sierra. As always, you do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Sierra, of course, being the other person to pick up the green sword today in defense of the chat from you fucking donkeys. So, let's get some green juice in the chat for Sierra, since he was not here at the beginning for the congratulations. Again, Sierra, another one of the folks that has done a lot to help the stream behind the scenes. So I can't do a whole lot, but I can give him the green sword, give him a little bit of authority to babysit you fucking degenerates. So welcome, Sierra. And of course, for those of you that got gifted a sub, be sure to thank Sierra for that generosity, because he doesn't have to do it, and I actively try to discourage him from doing it, but he does it anyway. Ur says they should have made the mod emblem cross spears instead of a sword. I think they might. I don't know if I can change what the moderator symbol looks like. I can change a lot of the badges in the chat, but I think the moderator badge is actually a Twitch thing and I can't change it. Sierra says, I done did it, unfortunately. Not able to stick around. Got some work to do. Hope y'all are having a good day. Well, as always, Sierra, thanks for hanging out, even if it's just for a minute. Always glad to have you. So far, things have been going good, although chat has been getting me distracted with gun talk. Getting me all hot and bothered with gun talk. But thanks for swinging by, Sierra, and hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend. As always, thank you for the gift subs, and thank you for the 17 months, chat. Almost a year and a half at Tier 3. I think we gotta give this man some more green juice in the chat for the Tier 3 sub. 5 subs in 1 for 17 months, almost a year and a half. An insane level of support. Again, that I actively discourage, but this man's cannot help himself. So thank you, Sierra, for the insane generosity and support, for the gifted subs, and for the Tier 3 sub. You don't have to do it, but as always, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you think you donkeys can restrain yourselves long enough for me to try to continue the mission, so that we're not here for another hour just trying to play a skirmish.
Moving out!
Alright, let's see what we got here. Because I want to take out the Lancer.
Squad 7, I'll leave that zone to you.
Listen, that was not a call to action,
Concentrate
troubleshooter.
your fire.
But thank you for yet another gifted sub. This time to Hengelford.
Brace for their attack.
So thank you, troubleshooter, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken for the gifted sub. And Hengelford, welcome to the cult of bad tactical
How's their
decisions, where we
manpower
have only
now?
one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler, and we hope you enjoy your stay. All right, let me see if I can get over here. Oh my goodness.
Now!
But thankfully, because Alicia is so accurate, we can take out the Lancer. So, that's one less anti-tank weapon for them to spam.
Think you can stop me?
I mean, could you maybe not just whip the camera in every direction so I can actually tell where I'm going? That'd be great. Donkeys be donkeys. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Donkeys do be donkeying from time to time.
Understood.
Especially in this community. Alright, let me see. Do we even have any snipers that Marina can shoot at? Oh yeah, we got the one on the tower. I forgot. And of course, you see this, chat. Again, this is from one side of the map to the other. And I promise, she gets more accurate than this. Like, this is not even her final form. I was not joking when I said, when she unlocks the ultimate accuracy potential, this circle becomes a dot. And wherever you put the dot, that's where the bullet goes. So this is not even her final form. She gets more accurate than this. But at the moment, it's just accurate enough to do the job.
Sweet dreams.
Good work. Keep it up.
And I think we're pretty much safe from snipers back here. So I'm just gonna have her hang back. But that new rifle is working wonders. Let me see. Trying to decide. You know what? You know what?
You got it, hon.
Jen? Yeah? Give him the business. Give him the business.
Now's our chance!
We actually killed the thing with the mortar, Chad.
Who are these guys?
Come out and fight like a man, honey!
And Arrakis resubscribing for 10 months says, oh hey ho, 2 months to go. Correct, only 2 months away from that brand new shiny 1-year badge. But thanks for hanging out for 10 months, Arrakis, appreciate it. And thank you for resubscribing for those 10 months. Thank you for the extended support. You do not have to do it, but as always, I do appreciate it. And I feel like I probably should have repaired the Edelweiss because it might be getting blown up. And we failed. Son of a bitch.
Sorry, everyone.
Because yes, even in skirmish, if the Edelweiss gets blown up, it's game over. Really stupid. Don't know why, but that's just the way the game works. Congratulations, chat. We just wasted an hour. I'm not.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia!
I'm not.
Squad 7, move out!
We're not now. Sorry. I'm not gonna stand for that. Not gonna stand for it. Not gonna stand for it.
Here we go!
We ain't fucking around this time. I was playing before,
Hostile sighted!
but now I'm all serious. Not really.
Now's your chance. Let's
Hey, guess what? Fuck you
Now!
guys. Get another chance to get
Man
Ica
down.
flying.
Everybody be careful.
Look, I don't need that kind of negative energy right now, Kirk. I'm gonna need you to stow that shit. I don't need that bad juju.
Way ahead of you. Found us an enemy.
Enemy unit sighted at 10 o'clock.
It's okay. We already know what we're
That one to
doing.
me.
We did it before. Only this time it's an opportunity to make less mistakes. Which is not something that I'm entirely sure I'm capable of. But I'm certainly going to try.
man down.
Let me see.
Leave it all to me!
Let's send in Vice first so he can take the fire from that shack trooper.
Everyone get ready to intercept.
Because my mans can take a hit. Wow, 30 shots to the body at this range. That's actually kind of sad.
Yeehaw!
Who are these?
Alright, let me see. Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions has earned a right to its name, one bad tactical decision at a time. Correct. If you have not been in the community for very long, I promise you, we don't
You
call
got it,
ourselves
hon.
that for no reason. I have absolutely earned that name.
Time to do your duty, soldiers.
And as I said before, I do sometimes make bad decisions on purpose because
Try
it's
not to leave yourself
entertaining.
open.
Ooh, here's one!
But this time it was just me being stupid. I just want to point out the game thinks that he's hiding.
Sit tight. I'm almost there.
I have longer grass in front of my building. But the game thinks that this grass is sufficient to hide in.
They've got us stuck here.
Just wanted to point that out.
Please.
Also, hold on a second. Okay, he does have the mortar. For whatever reason, I feel like it was not showing me the mortar graphic
The hunt begins.
as the weapon that he was carrying.
come this far alone.
All right, let's see. No, I don't want him. I don't want him. I want him. This asshole.
Nothing personal. Sweet dreams.
And then we just go ahead and crouch down. We're speed running, chat. We're speed running. Let's see. We still got 3 points left.
Here I go.
Now that Aika is not... Well, never mind. I was gonna say, now that she's not gonna get shot by a shock trooper, we might be able to do this a little better than last time. But then the game was like, hey, what if your person that you need to not die
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
had less HP because fuck you. And I didn't really have a response to that.
We could use some backup.
I don't think I'm gonna make it to the grass on this one. I'm going for
Hurry
it.
up.
Okay, we
They
made
won't
it.
wait for us.
We made it, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, next up, who are we moving? Obviously, we're moving Dallas.
Leave it to me.
I don't know if you're familiar with the song about Dallas.
All units, prepare to intercept.
I have a feeling she might have some
Don't
complaints
give them a chance to attack.
if you know the song to which I am referring. As a staunch lady lover, I feel like Dallas would not, in fact, enjoy the song about... the song in question. As previously discussed, Dallas is a killing machine.
Okay.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Erst, are you... Okay, I have to know, are you fucking with me right now
My
to
turn,
get me
okay?
to play the song? Or are you genuinely asking?
The enemy could be hiding anywhere.
Keep an eye on your allies' positions. Take a good look at your...
I legitimately don't know. Well... because we haven't had enough tangents. Because we haven't had enough tangents, Chet. I want you to understand. This is Erst's fault. Just for the record. I just want to point out, the best part of this entire exchange, for me, is how much Erst dislikes country music, and as a direct result, dislikes this song. That made it better. That's the cherry on top. And so hopefully, you have all learned a lesson. Hopefully today we have all learned a lesson about why, when the boss makes obscure references that she chooses not to elaborate on, it might be better not to persist down that line of inquiry, because things like this might happen to you if you do. So there you go. That is the song. Dicked Down in Dallas. No, you did not mishear the man as he was singing. By what his name is Trey Lewis, if I remember correctly. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, that's Trey Lewis. Trey Lewis. So there you go. You have now been exposed to the song Dicked Down in Dallas. Let's say we get back to the game now, chat. Now that we've had that sidebar for Erst and his country music illiteracy. Well, okay, I'll say modern country music illiteracy.
Damage minimal.
What's the next Bad Dragon sponsored song? Listen here. Jeff Boa, listen here.
Underminer fire.
You are toying with powers you do not fully comprehend, my friend. Yeah? Fair warning. You are toying with powers you do not understand. Nightly Painting says, so if we ask questions about the obscure references, Erst has to suffer the consequences? I mean, maybe not. I mean, Erst definitely suffered consequences in this case. I don't know that he would suffer in every case, though.
Here we go.
I mean, in some
Enemy
cases,
sighted.
he might actually enjoy whatever goofball shit I throw at you.
Damage Hostile minimal. Sighted. Hostile
Complete
sighted.
the objective ASAP.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Hostile
And here,
sighted.
Erst is trying to apply logic to the ridiculousness of the chat in this community by saying, I don't have to, I'm allowed to just leave.
Now.
I love that you think you can leave, Erst.
Good work. Keep it up.
I find it absolutely precious that you think you have that much agency after having been in the cult this
Pay
long.
attention to the enemy's position.
Alright. Speaking of Dallas.
Right away.
Dallas needs to repair the shit out of the Edelweiss, because, we took a lot more damage this time around than we did the first go.
Thank you.
But that's okay, we're all good. We're all good.
Squad leaders, report your status.
I'm debating on whether to put Dallas here,
Secure a route.
because we can take out that sniper this turn with Marina, which removes the
I
threat.
want all of you returning alive.
And I don't know if that sniper can see her, so I'm gonna move her over a little bit. There we go. Alright.
The hunt begins.
Speaking of the Lady of the Night, let's get her moved up and let's take out this sniper. And now we will render this man's into the past
That won't
tense.
save you.
Penetrator. One of the abilities that she has that honestly doesn't...
Sweet dreams.
Like, I'm not saying
Please
it's
keep your
bad.
positions.
Penetrator is not a bad ability, it's just one that doesn't do her a lot of good.
Please avoid any hasty decisions.
Alright, who's up next? Next we gotta bring in Aika.
Right, here I go.
And Aika should be able to take
I
out
see
this
one.
Stormtrooper without too... well, I should say Shock Trooper. Stormtrooper's a different thing.
Over. Perfect.
Enemy unit neutralized.
Is it for killing tanks? No. No.
Time
Alright,
your shots carefully, soldiers.
so we'll have Aika here. We'll actually have
Please
two
advance
scouts
with
on this
caution.
side for a change. Next
My
up, we'll
turn,
grab
okay?
Alicia, have her take out the sniper. So that that's taken care of.
Who are these guys?
Oh shit, now chat's getting into the degenerate shit, talking about hand holding and eye
This place is
contact.
safe. Fall back.
It's really gross, you guys. It's really gross.
I'll take care of it.
I don't know how your parents raised you, but mine raised me better than that.
Hostile sighted at 2 o'clock.
I don't think there's enough action points for me to get around the corner and back, so I'm not gonna risk it. Let's see. Do we move? Oh my. There was a big lag jump there for some reason. Troubleshooter says, I once saw a woman's ankles. I spent 2 days in my bedroom crying at the degeneracy. As you should. Clearly. Fucking disgrace. A disgrace to your entire family lineage, in fact.
You got it, hon.
I would say you should be ashamed, but based on your reaction, it sounds like you were, and that's the correct response.
Concentrate your fire!
No, not today. Let's see. Can't quite get there, but that's alright.
Yeah.
Suck it, nerd.
Who are these guys?
And then we'll move over to this side. See, the mortars are actually pretty useful when you can hit with them. It's just the when you can hit with them part that we seem to have trouble with. Actually, I think I'm good with the way this has turned out, so let's move up the
Leave it to
shamrock
me.
again. I'm trying to hold those action points in reserve, and then I don't actually end up needing them. So let's do this. And we'll hit this sniper with the DACA, as we do.
Fly.
Who are these guys?
And then we'll go ahead and move down here. Get into position, and we'll move through the gap next turn.
Return fire!
I don't know if that AT gun is going to be able to hit the
Take
Shamrock.
a good look at your surroundings.
I kind of don't want to find out the hard way that they can, so let me just... There we go. Well, we'll reposition a little bit.
Make sure you stay calm.
Just a little bit. Alright, there we go. There we go. More shock troopers. That's a thing that's gonna happen. So they're gonna move up over on the left flank, and that's okay, because we already know we can mortar them and get them out of the picture. So that's not a huge deal. I do wish that they would get close enough for the Shamrock to just lay into him with that machine gun.
Under light fire.
Man, is it just me, or do these AT guns hurt a lot more than I remembered? Are you fucking serious, game? I mean, to be fair, I would have done the same thing in that position.
Minor damage sustained.
If I couldn't actually hit them with the gun, I would have blown up the sandbags to free them up to be shot by a sniper. And that's exactly what they did.
Damage
Man.
minimal.
The game is really going ham today on the spam. It's alright. It's alright. It is okay, Chad. Alright, we gotta figure out how I want to do this. Because we have several things that we need to take care of. We have a Lancer that we need to kill. And we have 3 AT guns. We also have sniper coverage that we gotta worry about, but I can ignore the sniper coverage as long as I get my infantry to a safe spot. So.
Maybe don't fail me now. Enemy sighted.
What we'll do is take out this AT gun.
Now!
Because that's the biggest threat.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
Next I'll move to like right... Well, you know
We'll
what?
be there in a minute. Hold out till then.
We could just charge forward.
Clear a path. Strike them first. Focus on making smart choices, soldiers.
Okay, I think this is as far as we're going with the Edelweiss. Now, I'm gonna save this time. So that we can salvage this in case I fuck it up again. Because our next moves are going to be very important.
Leave it to me.
At least in terms of how exactly we make these moves and what attacks I make in the process. The Shamrock is gonna have to take some tread damage, and I don't really care. We already know we can take out this AT gun by shooting him with 30 headshots.
Fire!
Which you love to see.
Who are these guys?
Keep advancing.
I'm actually okay with leaving the Shamrock here to pin down those shock troopers. Next up, we need to get Dallas.
Right away.
Dallas is going to be very important to this strategy because we got to repair the tanks.
Time your shots carefully, soldiers.
Thank you.
Okay, that's one. Okay, I gotta think here for just a second. Because I need to get Jan close enough to do what we did before with the mortar and take out that Lancer's cover. So by taking out the Lancer's cover, we open him up to headshots for Militia so we can get him off the board. Then we just have to take out the AT gun that's down at the end. I think we have enough action points to do that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm save scumming, chat. I'm not gonna make y'all sit through this whole thing again. We're save scumming. Because here's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna remove the AT gun from the equation. Now if we don't get the Lancer, we might be able to get him with reaction fire. And maybe instead of, well, I need to move Jan anyway because he's currently exposed. So I'll see what we can do here.
Wait a bit long.
Because I don't, if I remember right, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I'm still gonna try.
Yeah!
Did we get the... We did not get the sandbags. Dicks and balls. Alright, well Jan's going down, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Please advance with caution.
I can only hope that they don't advance and kill him, because yes, people can and will die in skirmish.
No problem, boss. Achoo!
Aika, you're killing me. You're killing me, girl. I really need you to be on point, and you are fucking failing me. Nope, that's not what I need. I need, let me see. Where is he? Where is he? Okay, there we go. So what I want is you. Chat. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna reload.
Bang, bang, baby!
Okay, outstanding.
Try to
Now that
approach
we've
the
done
enemy's
that-
blind spot.
Is this enough cover? Okay, that's enough cover from the sniper. Outstanding. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to run Aika all the way back. Now the question is, do we think the Edelweiss can take 3 rockets from a Lancer? Because I think the answer is no.
Leave it to me.
So I think the solution is that we repair it again with Dallas.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna move her like right
Watch your
here.
surroundings.
So we have cover from the snipers, but she could still potentially shoot the Lancer if we need her to. Now let's see how this works out. Let's see if this is a better play than last time around, where I basically screwed us with my negligence, my criminal negligence. Because of course, they're gonna fucking spam the Lancer. I knew they were gonna... Okay, that works too. I was not expecting him to just charge directly at the tank. I'm actually okay with that resolution.
The hunt begins.
I am 100% okay with that resolution.
I've come this far alone.
So now, it is time for Marina to do what Marina do. And remove this sniper from the equation.
Personal.
Oh, that looks uncomfortable.
Sweet dreams.
Nah, Kitsubine, the reason the reason the AI ended its turn is because all of the other infantry were either snipers who wouldn't really be able to do that much without getting shot, or there were the shock troopers, but they were currently within the reaction fire range of the Shamrock, and the Shamrock would have just gunned them down instantly.
Target sighted.
So
Now
rather
take
than
it out.
run the risk of losing more troops, the AI just decided to end its turn, because without the Lancer to
Time your
remove
shots
the tanks,
carefully, soldiers.
they can't really do anything. I mean, they're still gonna lose, but like that's the reason that the AI chose not to do anything.
Entering combat.
We have a mortar here, and I'm going to use it. Get mortared, nerds.
Good. That makes things a bit easier.
Sorry, Dallas. It's not personal, I promise. And then we're gonna do that. And you know what? Just because I'm an asshole, I'm gonna do that too.
Gallian unit sighted.
I've decided just now that I don't like you very much. Listen.
Secure the route.
The way this game handles the tank movement, I've complained about it before, and I'm complaining about it again because I still hate it. I still hate it. Let's see.
Leave it to me.
My man's has got DACA, and we're gonna use it.
Keep an eye on your equipment.
Get. Game. Work with me here. Jesus.
Are there any weak spots in their defenses?
To quote a certain man from a certain show, surprise, motherfucker.
Fire!
I love that the barrels
Who are these
move
guys?
when the machine gun fires.
Right away.
All right, let's see. Dallas, if you don't mind shooting this man's in the side of the head, please.
Take this.
And then,
Okay.
now that that's
Man
done,
down. Everybody be careful.
it's time for Dallas herself, an engineer no less,
Take them out. One at
to
a
take
time.
the enemy camp. After we have thoroughly exterminated the Imperial menace. The funny thing is, I think it took me less time to beat this mission the second time than the amount of time that I spent on it the first time when we failed.